Well, I decided to leave all the family drama till Christmas and take a day off for Thanksgiving. So, found a nice campsite up in Green Swamp. Just got here. Of course, the first order of business is to see the bag of trash there, is pick up all the trash that was left in the fire pit in the distance by the previous very earth-friendly campers. Water bottles, empty Vienna sausage cans, cigarettes, whatever, Snickers bars. They must have had a sugar fiesta while they were here. So that's it. Finish that, and then first stop is firewood. Cruise around, get some firewood ready, then come back and set up tent, or set up a hammock, because I'm a hammock camper. And it's supposed to get cold tonight, down to upper 40s, so I got a underquilt. And besides that, it is dead quiet. I think I saw one person hiking in the distance. That's it. Haven't seen another person all day, so we'll check in later. Well, the good news is that since they tried to pretty much burn a few trees, they must have dragged in from around here. With my saw and a few minutes worth of sweat, I was able to come up with some nice cut pieces. Should hold me for the night. And that's it. I mean, this gloves and a saw, handiest things I ever carried. Tried hatchets, way too much work, but these are it. If you ever get a chance to get, this is a Corona. This is a Corona saw, which I think I bought at Lowe's for like 20 bucks a couple years ago. Works great. It was a very good call. So anyway, so I have enough wood, found some decent sized pieces around, cut these up from their leftovers, and should be good to go. Next step is set up the hammock. Sun's still pretty high. Got about 3 hours before it gets dark, so I got a little bit of time. There's no rush. It's the best way to go. Cheers. Well, now's the fun part, getting the sleeping bag in there. You can't put the sleeping bag in before you put the mosquito net and all that other crap on, so it has to be the last thing to go. It's gonna be cold, and I'm not a fan of the cold, so I have a big sleeping bag, oversized. I like to roll around, so now I got to get it in there. Of course, there'll be 10 minutes of wiggling around once you get in there until you get everything fitting just right. But that's what it's like in a hammock. Alright, well, I thought I'd pull out my chair. These little chairs they're the best thing. I mean, super lightweight, easy to take, very comfortable to sit in. This one, I printed out some better feet because the feet were sticking into the, they just sit into the sand or they'd sink in. So 3D printer and some rubber materials, printed it out. Great, another product I've had for a long time, works fantastic. No complaints. If I could figure out how to put together, then I'd be doing good. So I'm going to do a cup of tea on the alcohol stoves. I already got the alcohol in there. And that's going. Put the cup of water on top. The only real drawback to this stove, I mean, I think these stoves are great. You know, obviously, I mean, I sell them, but they're not, you can't put it out. I mean, once the water's boiled, you just have to wait till it burns out. I gotta admit, that is a drawback, as opposed to, you know, having to, being able, that's just gonna burn right off. Being able to turn it off so easily, right? I mean, but, you know, I mean, for ease of use, can't really go wrong with it. So we'll see. I mean, it's actually pretty warm today. My watch is telling me it's 77 right now, so it shouldn't take too long to boil up. And that's it. Cup of tea, relax, take it easy for a while. So, but bunch of gnats. Nobody's biting me, but everybody's landing on me and then taking off again. It's kind of annoying. So, anyway, okay, we'll be back. All right, shadows are getting a little long. Now I'm going to cook on the fire tonight. I'm going to cook up some rice and some sausage, and I have my Brevet there that I use as a grill and have forever. So I'm going to need some coals. So I'm going to get this thing going before it gets too late, because it's going to take a while to get the coals. And as anybody who's ever watched my videos knows, this guy cheats when it comes to starting a fire. Yep, a couple drops of the alcohol fuel. A little bit on here. And that's it. And there we go. I'm going to start chopping up some veggies. I don't need this cup. I do need my little Bento Cook Kit. It's not really made for camping. I mean, I use it for camping. If you want one, if you search on Amazon, just look for stainless steel bento box. It's kind of a Japanese and Chinese thing. They send their husbands to work and wives to work, and they have all the food, and it has different trays and stuff in it. So I'm using the lid as my cutting board. Let me reach out the camera here, grab my veggies and my very old but very useful Swiss Army knife. Cut up some onion. So I'm going to make some rice with onion and green pepper. So that part of the onion can go away. Same as this outer part. See, now this stuff I can throw away because it's not plastic. So I'll cut this up, a bunch of pieces. Of course, using a metal tray to cut on is not great for your knife, but whatever. Cut some of this off. Get rid of some seeds. And slice this up. So all I'm going to do is set the pan on the coals, or well, actually on the grill. I have the grate. Throw a little oil in there. Fry this stuff up. And then I'm going to throw in some Spam that I have. Single serving Spam. These things are great. Expiration 33 years from now. So throw all this in, get this kind of fried a little bit, and then throw in some rice. I am using the pre-cooked rice. They're really, you could just reheat in a microwave, but it works great for these, where you just throw it in the pan with some oil and veggies. Comes out great. It's these little white containers. So it's pre-cooked, but so I have my oil, cooking oil, right there, and a jar of, this is soy sauce, hot sauce, a bunch of crap I put in there to mix. So here's the pan. I also bought some of these little hot dogs. Maybe I'll have those for breakfast. But here's the pan. So let me go over there and get that set up, and we'll see how it goes. Looks good. I'm hungry. Let me get a glove on here because I have definitely burned myself plenty of times doing this. So move the fire around a little bit. Should have some good coals right here. Set this on top. There we go. Put my pan on there. Throw in some cooking oil. It's not very level, but yeah. And I think I need some more oil. Well, I can see it's getting hot already. Yep, it's ready to go. Oil is ready to go. Oh yeah, that's a good sound. That is a good sound. Gotta lock my spoon. That won't work. Yep. There we go. Just cook this for a little while. I'm gonna throw in some that rice. A little water. Soften up that rice. And we should be good to go, man. I'm gonna cut up some of that. Okay. We'll let that go for a while. I'll be back. Okay, oops, lost one. Get back in there. Oof. Smoke gets in your eyes. Yeah, that Spam's looking good. Browning up. Alright, throw in this rice. I'm going to throw in some water to kind of bring the rice back to life. And we should be almost done. A little bit. Looking good. Pulled that off the fire, put the lid on it. Let some of that steam soak into the rice. Looks pretty good, man. Looks pretty good. Wow, it's dark. It's getting dark here, so. I already put a little bit of sauce in when I was finishing up cooking. I put a little bit more because I like the sauce. Soy sauce, hot sauce. I don't know what else is in there. A bunch of stuff I put in there. And that's it. Mix it up. So you don't have to take prepackaged stuff. I mean, the rice is pre-cooked. So otherwise, cooking rice on a fire is very difficult. It takes a long time. But the vegetables, I just hesitated for a second because I realized that it's getting cold. So the mist is coming in. The fog is coming in over the little pond there. So, but yeah, some onions, Spam, green onion, you know, just take some actual vegetables, carrots. You know, not everything needs to be refrigerated, you know. I'll have eggs and sausage tomorrow for breakfast, and you buy farm fresh eggs, they don't have to be refrigerated, as long as they're not washed. You know, it's good. So yeah, so I'm gonna dig in, and I'm not really filming when it gets dark. I'll show you the mist. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Gotta zoom in. Yeah, see that layer of mist starting to form over the, there's a lake right there, or a pond. So it's getting colder. It's going to drop down tonight. So anyway, the food's good. The company, which is Mother Nature's, good, and the gators, which are already making crazy noises. I don't know what they call that when gators make those goofy noises at night. But that's it. Yeah, it's going to be good, man. So, okay, thanks. See you in the morning. Okay, the stove's out. Yep, it's definitely out. Got my coffee done. The watch says it's 49 degrees, so it's a little chilly. I used some of the hot hands, you know, those little, which I actually have in my pocket right now. A couple of those in the sleeping bag with me. Now it's fine. Woke up about 6:30. It's a little after 7 now. Laid in bed for a while. Catched up on some emails and reading. That's it. Got out, made some coffee. It's pretty quiet. There's not a lot of animals anymore. I used to come here years ago and you'd always see animals, but rarely see animals anymore. Nice mist over the pond there. I'll show you. Sun's coming up, so pretty soon it's gonna start warming stuff up. Then I'll start up a little fire. See if I can't get some nice coals to cook on for breakfast. I am a little hungry. And that's it. Using my neck gaiter as a hat, which works fine. These are great things. You can use them as handkerchiefs, neck warmers, whatever. I'm using my bandana that I usually wrap up my cook kit in as my scarf. So, and that technically is a bandana, so it's what it's really for anyway. All right, and the cooking show is back. Going back with some of the staples from yesterday, breakfast. I got the fires going over there pretty well. Coals, so back to my favorite of the green onions. Get this out of the way for you. So we're going to go with some egg, sausage, your finger, simple onion from yesterday. Amazingly, because it was only 40 degrees last night, the onion's fine. If I can peel it. Here we go. We'll go with some nice big chunks. That. And my favorite summer sausage. Obviously this comes in a big, $5 piece, but it's good. You can take it with you. Does not need refrigeration. I mean, for a couple days. I wouldn't advise, where's that lid? I wouldn't advise, taking it with you for a week, but for a couple days, works great. Tastes great. Actually, I think it tastes better grilled than it does by itself, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. And all the food. Lost an onion there. Oh yeah, making progress here. Okay, that's all good. Last but not least, I take this glove off. An egg. Got it in this little protective layer. I should probably drop it in the fire. Ah, broke the yolk. Oh well. It'll still taste good. Just not as good. And that's it. That is the breakfast sausage sizzle. Okay. Time to eat. Really good. Leftover special sauce from last night from the rice. Leftover green pepper, but I'll take that home. It's not going to go bad right away. Got some switched over to tea now. Which is good. Sun's coming up. Gonna start drying stuff out. Once I get that rain fly dried out, I can start packing up stuff. Fire's still going. And it's a perfect night. It was a little chilly this morning when I got up, but besides that, it was great. I mean, it's what we want to do, right? We want to make it simple. Get out, enjoy the outside, turn the phone off, don't have to buy a bunch of gear. Bento box from Amazon. Coffee mug, with a stove that we sell as a kit. You don't need a ton of stuff. Keep it simple, enjoy the outside, and that's it. You can have good food. You don't have to get prepackaged stuff. So, okay, man, it's great. Cheers. coming up to the middle of the day. It's warmed up quite nicely. Everything's packed up. You can see there's no hammock. All the gear is on the bench. Most of it's put in the bag already. Just a couple more things, stuff in there. And that's it. Get to take out that bag of trash that I found in the fire pit when I got here. So that's nice. And that's it. Hopefully, you know, by the time next people show up, they won't know anybody's been here, which is really how you want it, right? So, yeah, keeping it simple. It's a simple night out, good food, very easy setup, and a short hike back out to the car. Cheers.